All right, guys, we officially know what is on the horizon for My Hero Ultra Impact. So if you were debating on whether you wanted to summon more for this Mirko or whether you wanted to summon on the banner that is upcoming, well, now you can make that decision because we know who the next character officially is. We are getting a brand new Nejire. But before we get into her kit, before we get into the memories that are coming out alongside her, I do want to talk about the other things that are coming to the game. So first off, we have gift box items. We already have received some of these items, or you could have logged in to get them. Okay, so 200 hero gems, a gift to celebrate the premiere of My Hero Academia, the movie. You're next. You can claim these from the 2nd of August up until the 10th of August. Some people might already have those. You also have the TV anime release celebration recruit tickets that you can claim from the 3rd of August to the 11th of August. And then in the future, we are going to have more tickets that we can claim: stamina, gold, and more tickets even further down here. You can pause the video at this point if you want to see the exact time frame for when to claim that stamina, the tickets, so on and so forth. And then down below we have some drop rate up campaigns. Okay, so you can see the one that is currently going on right now for the USJ. Then we are going to be getting main quest normal item drop rate up times 3.0 and for hard. These are the big ones that are really important because these are the ones that allow you to progress your character ability boards and get them to board 13 to make your characters as strong as possible. VE Tower is one I would also argue is fairly important because it allows you to get more VE Tower medals, and using those VE Tower medals you can buy free UR memories, and those free to play UR memories are actually oftentimes very good, so that might be one to pay attention to as well. The level up quests and stuff like that aren't super important if you've been playing for a while. If you're a newer player, it might matter more to you, but otherwise they're not a big deal. Okay, and then further down we have more of those main quest times 3, so on and so forth. Feel free to pause the video once again at any point. But then down here on the 24th through the 25th, we are going to have main quest hard and normal item drop rates up to ×5. Previously, it's only ×3, so that is the weekend. You want to make sure you are logging in, you are grinding out your ability board, save up your stamina till then, because that is when you're going to be able to make the most progress on your character. So be on the lookout for that. That once again is from the 24th until the 25th of August. So make sure you guys are logging in during those days. And then we just have a few like hero based quests and level up quests down here. Once again, feel free to pause. And then at the very bottom on the 31st to the 1st of September, we have another ×5 drop rate on that weekend. So 2 weekends where we have ×5 drop rates coming up. Very, very hype. Make sure you guys are logging in, working on your characters during that point. Why are we getting ×5 drop rates right now? It is because it is the 2.5 year anniversary for My Hero Ultra Impact. And are we getting a new character for the 2.5 year anniversary, like an Impact Pass character? The answer is no. We are getting this Nejire, and then we are getting a rerun of Celebration Todoroki. Okay, so if you didn't have Celebration Todoroki, that is still something to kind of look forward to, but I think this Nejire is actually pretty good, but she is a general pool unit. So the Nejire banner will be going from the 15th of August up until the 1st of September. It is a normal banner where you will be able to summon like normal. You'll be able to spend your tickets, you'll be able to do your daily summons on it, and you will be able to get these memories right here as well as the new Nejire. Now alongside this banner, we also have a new event featuring Nejire coming out, and that event is going to give us this memory right here, Blocking Hand. So Blocking Hand is the new event memory. Here is the art for it. Looks pretty nice, right? I actually like it quite a bit with Ryukyu. We need a Ryukyu in game. We didn't get Ryukyu. We got another Nejire, but maybe eventually we'll get the Dragon Girl in here, but who knows? All right, so Blocking Hand increases characters' defense by 20% if there are any pro heroes on the team, and increases characters' max HP by 35% if there are any villains on the team. It is an okay memory. It's a free-to-play memory once again, but it's giving you extra defense and HP. It can give you a little bit more survivability. Only place I really see this working is early game when you need some sort of defensive memory. If you don't have one, this could be good for you. So there's a potential option for you to consider in the future. Next, we have the summonable SR memory. Okay, this summonable SR memory is called Nice Work, and what this is going to do is it's going to increase character skill impact by 30% when equipped by a destruction type character, increases character's power by 15% if there are any strength type characters on the team, increases character's speed by 20% if there are any ABL type characters on the team. Now, for an SR memory, that's a lot of effects. That's pretty good, but none of those percentages are very high. The art, absolutely phenomenal. I actually love this art. It looks really, really nice. I say this like every video though. Art team always killing it, and the effects sometimes leave a little bit to be desired. But as far as summonable SR memories go, it does a lot of different things, and I think it's okay, right? And it could be a useful memory. Once again, where do I say being useful? For someone who's maybe newer to the game, maybe they need a decent PvP memory. Like this one will be a decent PvP memory for an early game player because it gives you speed, it gives you power, and it gives you skill impact, assuming you have these types of characters on your team, right? So it is a decent option for a newer player trying to get into PvP. But besides that, I don't see a lot of people really using this particular SR memory. Next up, we have the new UR memory called By Your Side. So we'll scroll down and read what this one's about, but you can already see the art, a pivotal, very nice moment in My Hero. When equipped by a destruction type character, increases character skill impact by 20% for 4 turns up to 1 time, and speed by 20% for 4 turns up to 1 time. Every 3 turns, increases character skill impact by 30% for 3 turns, and speed by 30% for 3 turns. That's pretty good. And then when character is affected by damage down, increases character speed by 15% and gives character the ability to make a last stand 1 time up to 1 time. So you're getting extra skill impact. You are getting potentially anywhere between 35 to 50 to 45% speed. It all just depends like on how that ends up working with the turn counts, right? But you're getting a decent amount of speed, you're getting skill impact, and you get a last stand from this memory. Honestly, not a terrible memory. As far as like memory for PvP goes, this is a decent option, I do think. I do think there's still memories kind of out there that are better, but it's not bad. And then you have this art right here. I love this art. This art is so freaking amazing. It's really, really nice. I like how they did the big Ida and Midoriya in the background, like so you can see their emotions, but like here you don't actually like see the tears. It's a really nice piece of work right here. Like this is very, very nice. So a decent effect, I will say. This time around, I do think it's decent. It's kind of worth pulling. Is it like super broken? No, but it's okay. It's a good memory for people who don't have a lot of like speed memories for PvP, and a decent art. So that's kind of the memories in a nutshell. Now let's take a look into Nejire. I have honestly not fully looked at her kit. I glanced at it. Like I didn't even get to the auto skills because I'm like, no, I'm not going to look at it yet. I want to react to it with you guys so you guys can kind of get my first impression thoughts on it. Okay, so we're going to take a look at her. It's called Pike Nejire, and if we take a look at the art, there is the art for this Nejire with the short hair. Kind of cool. I kind of like the unawakened art better than I like the awakened art, but that's just my opinion. All right, and as we go down, we have plus ultra skill Nejire Pike. Deals 500% damage to all opponents, so it isn't attack all like the other Nejires, which is good. Decreases character's cooldown time by 1 for 5 turns, and increases character skill impact by 30% for 5 turns. That's pretty good. This skill gains piercing shots if there are any mind type opponents. Okay, only against, is it against everyone though, or only against mind type opponents? That's not very clear the way it states that. I think it's against everyone on the enemy team. As long as there's one mind type opponent on the enemy team, you'll get piercing shot against everybody, if I'm understanding that correctly. And then increases this skill impact by 30% if character has less than 5 temporary skill impact up effects. All right, that looks like it could be a decent plus ultra, honestly, not bad. Now it doesn't give the evasion that the Summer Nejire gives, but like it's still not bad. Action skill 1, Nejire Wave, deals 300% damage to all opponents, so another attack all, and decreases their speed by 25% for 3 turns and defense by 20% for 3 turns. That's very solid for PvP. This skill gains piercing shot if there are any mind type opponents. Ooh, once again, so it sounds like it's just as long as there's a mind type opponent, you're getting piercing shot, which could be very good. And then increases this skill impact by 40% if character has less than 5 temporary skill impact up effects. Very interesting. And then action skill 2, Power Wave, deals 400% damage to a single opponent, increases character skill impact by 40% for 5 turns, increases character's plus ultra gauge by 20% when used in a second or later successfully executed skill chain. This skill gains piercing shot if character has 4 or more temporary skill impact up effects. So this is one of the few, like, is this the only Nejire that doesn't have all attack all? So this is a single attack. Interesting. But it could be very, very good because like skill impact up by 40% for 5 turns, that can make your other skills hit a lot harder. That's pretty good. And she's also reducing cooldowns with her plus ultra, so it becomes a 4-turn cooldown and a 3-turn cooldown. Honestly, not bad. I'm interested to see what the auto skills are, but so far, just looking at the skills, it's not terrible. Auto skill 1, overflowing vitality, increases characters' resistances to stun and binding. That is beautiful. And then when character receives cooldown time reduction 1 time, increases character skill impact by 20% for 3 turns and speed by 20% for 3 turns. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. That could be really good. Now, cooldown reduction 1 time, does that mean it can only be used once is the question? Or is it every time she receives cooldown reduction that she gets the skill impact and speed? Because if it's every time she gets cooldown reduction, why would you not run like a cooldown reduction memory like the new one from Kaminari's banner recently on the team, and then you get cooldown reduction from her plus ultra plus cooldown reduction from that memory, which could give her a lot more speed and a lot more skill impact. That could be really good if that's the case. If I might be reading that wrong, but it doesn't seem like it reads like it can only be used once. I think it's any time. When character receives cooldown time reduction 1 time. So any 1 time that you receive cooldown reduction, this stuff triggers, if I'm understanding that right. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Is that how it's going to work? And then the second auto skill, Abounding with Ambition, increases character's resistance to paralysis. Okay, that's a lot of people are going to love that because Kaminari is a menace right now, right? Increases character's resistance to paralysis and reduces damage character receives by 20% for 5 turns, up to 1 time. Every 3 turns, increases character speed by 30% for 2 turns and skill impact by 30% for 2 turns. Okay, so the speed doesn't matter as much. Like only turn 1, I would argue, is the big like moment where speed matters in PvP for making a difference. Like it's nice that we get speed later on in the battle, but the big thing to me that I think is really important is the fact that you are able to get so much skill impact up, and she has AoEs that do like insane amounts of damage. So I think this Nejire is going to be like a crazy attacker potentially with the amount of skill impact up that she's getting. She's getting skill impact up here. She's getting skill impact up here. She's getting piercing shots on pretty much all of her skills. She gets skill impact up right here. I think there's more skill impact on every single skill. She has skill impact. It's crazy how much skill impact up she has. Like it's very, very good. So this Nejire, I think, can be a very strong AoE attacker. I do feel like she's kind of specifically designed to destroy Celebration Todoroki because she has Pierce against mine type opponents. So, you know, Celebration Todoroki, his banner does actually come out after Nejire's banner. That banner will come out on the 26th and run till the 4th of September. And so if people have summoned for this Nejire, you might not want this Todoroki anymore because she is like a hard counter to him. And once again, her banner comes out well before that. It comes out on the 15th and runs until the 1st of September. So she'll be coming out a good ways before this Todoroki. So yeah, very interesting. And once again, general pool unit. I think she's going to be very good as a, like, in terms of general pool units, I think she's going to be towards the top of like top tier of general pool units. Now, do I think she's going to be like meta? I don't necessarily think so right now. I think she'll be kind of like sub meta. I would love to be wrong though, and I would love her to have this Nejire be meta, but we'll have to wait and see. And then last but not least, besides the other Todoroki Impact Vest banner that is coming out, which is just a times 1.5 times rates. It is not a step up banner, so keep that in mind, but it does have increased rates. We also have a new climax battle coming to My Hero Ultra Impact, supposedly. So you'll see this teaser pop up in game here soon. It should pop up around August 10th, and this teaser is going to run until August 28th. Why Getten? I don't know, but we are going to have a UR Getten in the game. That means a new UR villain, which is actually still, in my opinion, pretty hype. I just don't understand why they chose this character exactly. Maybe because it's easy to make his kit because we already have characters who use ice, right? Like Todoroki, so it's just easy for them to animate and do. But yeah, we are getting a new climax battle. It should be coming out around the 28th of August. Right now, if you were to look on the website shows like all for one climax battle starting on the 28th. I don't know if that's just because like we don't technically have the data on the website yet to show this climax battle. That'd be like a Hydros question right there. The person who posts the data mines, if you don't know where all this comes from, it comes from Hydros, and it comes from myheroui.com. If you guys haven't checked out the website for myheroui.com, like look at this, it's so nice. Like props to Hydros. I gotta put it out there. Like thank you so much for all you do, man. Like this is really, really nice. But yeah, check out this website if you guys ever want to know what banners are coming up, summons, events, stuff like that. But at the very least, from what I understand, this climax battle should be starting on the 28th, even though it shows all for one starting on the 28th. So don't get confused when you guys look at the website. But that is a lot of very hype news, in my opinion, for stuff coming to the game. I'm really hyped about the Nejire. I am very hyped about the Getten, but at least now you guys can make an informed decision on whether you actually want to continue summoning for Mirko, who I would argue is okay, or if you want to summon for Nejire, who I would also argue is okay. They're about on par with each other, honestly, in my opinion, but just remember Nejire is a general pull unit and Mirko is a limited unit, so you probably won't be able to summon on Mirko again until next year. So if you want to go all in on her, you can probably do that without feeling too bad about not being able to summon on Nejire, because you'll be able to summon on her later. Now, with all of that said, we do still have to take a look at Nejire's plus ultra animation, and that could be the make or break thing that changes it for people, because if this animation is good, you know, people are going to want to go for broke on Nejire. So let's take a look at that. All right, so here we go. Nejire's plus ultra animation, once again provided courtesy of Hydros Impact. Let's see how it looks. I already see the custom background. I love that. I love that we got that. This is hopefully going to be like that moment where we're fighting Shigaraki, but we'll see how this looks. So we have her with the short hair. I like the cute little face. Let's go at the start. That was sick. You know what? It's not as detailed as I thought it would be. Like, I thought we were gonna have like more waves, like from the anime, like animation type style, but that's okay. It's still pretty good, honestly. I do like the facial expressions that they've gone with. They've done a lot of work with that. And then the little wave at the end, like it's actually a nice little cutout right there. So overall, not bad. I don't know if it's, oh man, who's better, Mirko or Nejire's animations? I don't know. Mirko might still be worth more to other people to summon for. I mean, Mirko is absolute mommy, but Nejire's animation here is very cute. But let me know what you guys are gonna do. Are you going to summon on Mirko, or are you gonna save for Nejire? And also, are you guys excited for the new climax battle? Are you happy it's Getten, or do you wish it was somebody else? Do you wish it was like a pro hero? Do you wish it was a different villain? You know, do you feel like there's somebody else that would have been a better climax battle? Let me know down in the comments. But if you're happy with it, also let me know that you're happy with it, because it's nice to see those comments. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please also consider going down there and hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.